All right, guys, we're back. I was able to talk to him, and he's ready to go. So let me quickly just send him the invite to get this Musician Talkshow ready on tonight's show. We have Lacy Comer with us, guys, all the way from Indianapolis. Mr. Lacy,
What's up, bro?
God bless you. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. I know. I want to get straight through. I know. You told me that you were in the state of Virginia. You had a live session, and I wanted to talk about that. How did it go as a musician that you travel, a musician that always occupied, gigs, playing at churches, playing at events, and as your fans here are logging in and people want to tune in to Brother Lacy, what he has going on. We like to hear from other musicians who we see successfully in the career as yourself. And I know you were in the state of Virginia. We had
Yeah.
some poor internet connection, but wanted to see if you can kind of talk to us a little bit about what kind of went through, and if you have any videos coming up uploading on YouTube, on your YouTube channel. If you do, please subscribe to Brother Lacy, and if you can talk to us, or if we're gonna see any videos coming up.
First of all, this week with Judah Band was amazing. My big brothers in the other room watching me. They so funny. They in the other room, but I got to play with them. Uh, my uncles, my big brothers, my family. It was really dope. Just this whole experience was like one of the best live sessions I've ever been in my entire life. So uh, that was really fun. Just to, it's different when you're playing with your family, bro. So they, they crazy.
It's all good,
But
no worries.
you
Yes, sir.
know, it's different when you playing with your family, and you know, the whole vibe of it is different than just playing with some random guys. So this week and the last few months on us rehearsing has been amazing, bro. I can't even explain it to you, but it's been really dope. Um, any videos coming out? I actually haven't like intentionally made any videos, just because I've been working on other stuff, like producing and recording on other guys' stuff. I just haven't been making any videos to post out, but I do plan on making some. I've been having some ideas and you know, photo shoots and all that extra stuff just to have some content to post to for everybody to see. But other than that, man, I just been trying to work and just get to the bag and stay focused on music and connect with a lot of other guys and just stay safe and consistent in what I do.
Yes, sir.
You know?
And Lacy, Brother Lacy, I appreciate. I have mad love and respect and love for what you do. As for me, and I know for a lot of your peers and musicians that follow you around the East and West Coast, it's tremendously what you're doing for God. I know God has gifted you. I mean, you're a tremendous musician, and you're definitely making history. I would put, if we had a gospel Hall of Fame for drummers, you would be one of them, and not just for drummers. I mean, just musicians in general. I know we
Yeah.
have a lot of here musicians, a lot of peers that follow you. We just have mad love, guys. And if you guys have mad love for Lacy, put a heart right now, red heart.
Man,
And
I
I have you
appreciate
back
that,
here
bro.
in one of this. Yeah, I appreciate. I have you back here in one of these videos. I want to briefly talk how I met you. I'm all the way from California, and we had
Yeah.
an event here, 2018, I believe. And I was going to the restroom, and one of my friends, they put you on the TV here in the living room. And then I
Okay.
just heard you, pow, 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 and I was like, "What?" I looked, and I just heard you, and That's how I started. I was like, "Who's that?" And it's like, "Oh, that's Lacy, man. He's a from East Coast guy, East Coast drummer." I was like, "Man, I'm gonna check him out." And since then, I felt motivation to start playing drums because I started off on drums, and I kind of left a little bit, kind of slacking. Sometimes you lose that motivation
Right, right,
or
right. Yeah, yeah.
inspiration. So you were the one of the reasons to get me back playing, and I know for a lot of musicians as well, right? I have this question for this musician. have you yourself ever lost any motivation or desire to keep going on? And if so, when and how did you get back to it?
Um, honestly, I did an interview not too long ago, and I was talking about how I was talking about how I always go through this. I call it a drought. I always go through this drought maybe 5 times a year at the least, and it's this feeling that I get that I can't play or I can't produce, not even just produce music or produce the sound that I want to produce, whether I'm playing drums, um, bass, keys, whatever. I mean, just whatever I'm doing, I just feel like I can't produce the sound that I want to produce. So I feel like once I got older, I start to feel like that was just the moment in my, you know, musical life that I go through, which meaning that I'm growing. And I feel like everybody goes through that. If you're growing, you're gonna go through that. Because I talk to a lot of my friends and they go through that too. That
Yes, sir.
same little weird little state of mind with music, and it gets weird. I call it weird. It gets very weird. So I'll just say, like, me, I'm the type of guy. My friends call me the hustler. I'm gonna hustle regardless. I'm gonna keep on pushing, whether whether if I don't want to do it or not. I'm
Yes.
still gonna push. I'm gonna hustle. I'm gonna get to the bag. Music is my all. I don't really have anything else to do that will bring me money or that will bring me, you know, happiness in my life. Like, music is all that I have. So I just tell guys, like, bro, just keep pushing. Like, I mean, there's really nothing else. If you want it that bad, you're gonna push through the pain. You're gonna push through whatever you're going through. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be hungry enough, and you just gotta want it that bad in order to push through whatever. So I just say, man, to whoever is feeling down or depressed or they feel like they can't produce music, the greatest go through it. And I'm not the greatest, but I'm talking about my mentors and their mentors and their mentors. They go through this. We all go through this as musicians. So I'll just say, man, just keep pushing and just push till you make it. And really, none of us really are going to make it to the top. You're going to make it to the top of, the people that, your haters, what they think is the top. But keep pushing until you can't push no more. So, I mean, keep pushing until you die. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? So, I just say keep pushing, man. Don't worry about none of this other stuff, man. It's going to come. The haters going to come. The negativity is going to come. It's going to start getting into your mind. It's going to start getting into your spirit. So I'll just say, man, bro, keep pushing. Like, it's nothing else that you can do but push. Pray, push, and work. You know what I'm saying?
amen, bro. I agree
Yes,
with you.
sir.
And Lacey, I know a lot of your fans, a lot of your peers, a lot of musicians that you know. I know we all have this question for you. At what age or at what moment you were when you figured out that this was gonna be like you see yourself, this is my job, this is my full time. At what was the moment or what gig or what event or what age you were just like, man, this is I see myself doing this.
Man, I honestly don't know. I know I started playing when I was 2 or 3, and my grandmother was a pastor. So she prophesied on my life that I was gonna be this musician, producer, everything above. So once I started working, I think my first gig was I was connected to this guy that did funerals, and I was 7 or 8, and I was just doing funerals every week, making $50 or whatever. And I used to play basketball too and sports and all that stuff. And I started figuring out that my passion wasn't where the sports were. My passion was with music. So the more and more I just got deep into it, probably about 12, 13, 14-ish, I just knew, like, this is what I want to do. I don't want to be no firefighter. I don't want to be no doctor. I don't want to be no lawyer. I don't want to be no basketball player. it's just, you know what I'm saying? That's when I just figured it out. Like, that's what I want to do. So I guess you could say maybe 14, 15, I guess.
See,
Yeah.
wow. And that's crazy because I believe you're 21, 22,
Yeah, I'm 21.
21. Wow, you're so
Yeah.
young. But like for me, like if I had to put, you know, if anyone here that's watching this, like we had to put Lacy on the Hall of Fame, like I know I would. I'll be like, man,
Man.
Lacy deserves that because it's crazy. Um, you have inspired me, and I know a lot of people that are listening. And
Mhm.
we want to know, do you have any secrets as far as playing or any Lacy blueprints on drumming, or any tips, advices, or things that you have carried on, like on your baggage, and say,
Um, I'll say all the people that I pour into, not saying little bros, or I don't put that into category, but anybody that I can help, whether they're older or not, I just tell people to be a soaking sponge. I was talking to a few of my older homies of the city that I live in, and they was just talking about how I used to go to all the concerts, and I used to sit and watch everybody. About to dip out? Oh, oh, okay, all right. I see y'all, bro. Um, all the guys that I used to sit and watch, good or bad, concerts,
yeah,
I sit from start to finish. I'll sit like this, and they always like, you'll be sitting on the front row like this. So I'll just say, be a soaking sponge, man. You can never not learn. Even right now, I still listen to everybody, and I never feel like I'm greater or better than anyone at all. You know,
yes, sir.
I'll say sit and learn. Find your own personality in music, and just get around the right people that can actually push you and get right with God. Nobody's perfect, so I'm not spiritual at all, but I will say, since I've been getting closer to God, that has been helping me a lot more. But getting closer with God, and doing what He wants you to do. Us as minstrels, we're supposed to flow with what He wants. you
Amen.
know, we have to, when we're at church, we're not playing. I'm not playing for myself. Niggas, not niggas, sorry. Excuse my French. People might
Cool.
think,
It's
people
cool,
might
bro.
think like I'm playing for myself, but I'm not playing for myself. I'm playing for God. And I think that's the difference between me and a lot of other people. I might be fancy with what I'm playing, but it's all going to Him. And I really could care less what other people think, actually. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to go home to nobody else. I have to go home to God. He's, you know what I'm saying? So
Amen.
I'll say, get close to God, man. You don't gotta be extra spiritual. I pray when I go to sleep. I pray when I wake up, and I actually have kind of like a prayer life with God. I don't know every scripture in the Bible, but I do have a prayer life with God, and I feel like He does use me. So
Yeah.
I'll say, get your prayer life with God. Find yourself in music. Be around the right people that can push you, and that's
Amen.
it,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Man, you covered it all, man. You covered how you took importance of the spiritual side too, but as well as the same aspect as musicianship, right?
Right, right, right.
Um, brother, as you know, full time musician, playing for artists, different gigs, church events, family time, uh, different things that you do. What does your practice look like now? What does Lacy Comer practice look now with you know? Do you practice every day? You know.
If I could be honest, I have not. I practice maybe. This is bad. This is not good. This is not a good thing. I practice maybe 2 times a week, only because I'm on staff at my church. I got to do stuff at my church. I record from home. I you know, go out on the road with other artists. I work for other artists in my city. I produce. I'm a sound man. I'm a sound engineer. Like, it's just a lot of stuff which I can maintain. I could have more time to practice, but I just don't choose to, which I'm starting to get better at that. But um, I mostly practice in my head. A lot of stuff that I think of is all in my head, whether it's new stuff, old stuff, recycled stuff, whatever. Um, I just practice in my head a lot. I feel like I know drums enough to learn stuff in my head without touching drums. I know what my hands are capable of. I know what my feet are capable of. So I think of it in my mind, and then I translate it whenever I just sit down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I work off of the way my mind works. I work off of energy, or the spirit or the presence of God. So when I'm with my guys and they're playing other stuff, then my mind starts to move. You know what I'm saying? So I work off of energy, bro. Like the other day, we was in sound check, and at the session, we was sound checking for like 15 minutes at the least, and we was just coming up with a lot of different stuff. But that was just because of the energy and the way my mind works. I just started coming up with other stuff. But I do say to anyone that wants to get better, you should practice daily, at least an hour a day, and don't practice something that you already know. So that's why I say I don't practice, because I don't play stuff that I don't know. So when I say I practice 2 times a week, that's what I'm saying when I practice stuff that I don't know. So when you practice, you're practicing stuff that you don't know and stuff that you're not already good at. So I'll tell anybody, if you want to get better, you need to practice stuff that you don't know, whether that's playing to a click, whether that's opening up, whether that's knowing your number system, whether that's learning how to play reggae, or anything. It's anything. You can never stop learning. So learn
Right.
whatever you can.
Yes, sir. Right. And you play bass too, right? Do you play all
Kinda,
instruments?
kinda.
I don't think so though. But
Kind of. Austin doesn't want to teach me. I know he watching, so he don't want to teach me.
oh yeah, he's cold. He's cold. Also, hey, everybody, guy that's tuning in right now, if you love Lacy and you appreciate what he's doing in the gospel game and just some musicianship in your life, send him a red heart right now in the comments. Put a red heart.
Yeah.
This next
And I
question.
want y'all. I want y'all to go follow this page, his page, please. I want y'all to
Oh
do
man, I
that
love
too
to see
while y'all
that.
doing the red heart.
Yeah, don't forget about the red heart.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and do we see any goals or any ambitions here in 2-3 years from you, Lacy? Or do you see
Uh,
any goals that you want to reach in 2-3 years?
Man, we were just talking about goals outside. We got a fire pit at our Airbnb, and me and all my big brothers and my uncles, and I got my little brother James, and family. We all went outside to the fire pit, and the first thing I asked, I was like, man, what do you guys want to accomplish in a year from this day to next year on this day? What do you want to accomplish? So, um, I'll say that I honestly want to produce at least 4 records musically. This is the musical side. I want to honestly produce at least 4 records within the next year. Um, I want to have my own house, not apartment. I want to have my own house. Um, and I just want to be able to say that I've played on a talk show, or BT Awards. I want to win a Stellar Award. I want to be able to win a Grammy or something, something that has to do with an award. I have got nominated for a Stellar Award with
Wow,
Rashawn on some stuff that I co-produced with them, but um, you know, I just I just want to make it in the music world, man, and I just want to be able to help others that need the help and guidance, in the music world also. So
man, my prayers go to that, and I see yourself winning all that. I see
thank you,
yourself
bro.
winning. And you know, we get asked this, in the NBA, and who's your top five or who's your top 10. So I want to ask you, who's your top 10, five drummers of all time?
I definitely say I say Calvin Rogers. He's the goat of gospel. I'll say Garrison, which is one of my idols, one of my mentors.
Is it
Garrison
Garrison
Brown.
Brown?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say Mike Reed. What's that? 3. Said 5.
Yeah.
Mike Reed, Calvin Garrison, Terry Baker, definitely, and I'll say Vol Johnson, gospel for me, and then I'm gonna add for um, my city who I've always watched, PJ Majors, which is my uncle, Marcus James, which is another big bro. Um, who else? Jeter, got Joe Maddox. Uh, it's a lot. It's a lot of guys. Kenny Phelps. Uh, the list goes on. That's just my city. I don't know if you guys know them, but those are the guys that are amazing to me in my area that I've seen growing up and stuff. So yeah.
I want to give the opportunity. I don't know if you still have time just for one more question. I want to
No,
be able
no,
to.
yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Well, that question I want to give it to one of your anybody who's on there right now and has a question, and you can pick it out because there's gonna be a few. But I want to give you the opportunity to answer one of these questions to one of your person that follows you, person that if you want to give the opportunity to answer one of the questions, and we can conclude with this musician talk show. So let's see if they'll come in, or I'll ask another question.
Right.
They're all typing. They're
I'm
all
trying
gonna
to
come in.
see.
They're all typing right now. They're all gonna come in at the same time.
I got time for at least three more questions. I got about 6% on my phone. So
All right.
whatever you want to do, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. And he has my brother Lacy Comer. He has questions. He's gonna answer 3 questions from you guys. So Lacy's gonna pick them out. So I got nothing to do with it. I didn't tell him
Uh,
anything.
I see one of my questions. One of my
Yes, sir.
homies, Vontae, he's from Detroit, Michigan, but he lives in
Shout out
California
to
now.
Detroit.
He says, "What do you do when you're not inspired?" Me, when I'm not inspired, I actually just listen to music all day. I already do that, but I actually focus on music, and most of the time when I'm not inspired on drums. So um, I'll just go to another instrument. That's
So
just that's just me.
yeah, you never go back to yourself like previous like this, like to catch motivation or anything.
I don't really get motivation off of myself. I don't know why. Maybe other people do, bro. But I
Yeah.
honestly don't get motivation off of myself. If anything,
Oh, really?
I look at myself and I watch it and I say what I could have done, or you know, I end up judging what I played, or but I just say I listen to other music and I try to my number one thing or my top 5 thing, one of my top 5 things, I go to Chicago and I'll go sit with my best friend Josiah or my brothers Jalen Crowd or Swole or
Yes, sir.
Jerron Johnson, and I'll just go get inspired. I mean, all of those guys in Chicago, Leonard Maddox, Wendell Lowe, Chantrell Lowe, it's just so many of them. Like I go watch. I've sat in the room with Varl. I sat in the room with Calvin, Clems, Jermaine, um, all of them. I just go and I'll go to Chicago and just get inspired. Like I'll go back home and I'll call Austin, the bass player, which is my best friend, and I'll be like, bro, I'm just so inspired. I'm ready to get back to it. So I just say get around the people that actually inspire you on your instrument and just, go around them and sit. You don't have to play. Just go and sit and watch. My uncle, I judge it too. You get on my nerves.
I hope that
Uh,
answered your question. We got 2 more. Brother Lacy's gonna answer.
let's see what else is on here. How old now? Let's see. Somebody said, "Are you still in the PCF?" Yes, I am. I still go to Bishop Gates Church, Mount Zion, by the way of Mount Zion Apostolic Church, by the way of Kingdom Apostolic Ministries. Now I still go there in Indianapolis. What's another question? Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead. You guys follow my, give a subscribe to my brother Lacy. I have him right here in the drums on my TV.
Austin Block, man.
Inspiration.
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Josh.
hey, you down to come to Cali for the next event?
Oh yeah.
All
Definitely,
right, I got
definitely,
you, man.
definitely. Oh, okay. I like this question.
Yes, sir.
Um, I like this question. Somebody said, even if you're having a bad day and nothing is going right, how can you still have faith in God through the hard times? Well, He did wake you up this morning. He started you on your way. I feel like as humans, we're gonna always have a bad day. We're gonna always have a bad moment or a moment that we don't agree with. But you know, bro, just like I said earlier, you just gotta push through it, and especially if it's for God. I mean, hey, God is God. He's the ruler over all.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
you know, you just gotta believe Him and trust Him. I don't never turn my back on God. Like I mean, in real life, where would I be without Him? I don't know. I couldn't even imagine. I probably wouldn't. Not probably. I wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
uh, you gotta think that deep about God. Like He's the reason why you're here. He's the reason why you're even thought of. You know what I'm saying? So, man, God is everything. I don't care how bad of a day I'm having, how mad I am, or how stressed out I am, or depressed or whatever. Like God is the reason why I even have a thought to even be mad. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you gotta push through it. Life is life. You
Right.
know. So
It's interesting that because it happens, when you're dealing with family problems at home, or if you're going to school, or you broke up, with your girlfriend, and you have a gig or you have a service, like
right,
how are you going to deal with that?
man, you gotta push through it, man. For real, it's just a push, and sometimes it just takes that liberty to just push. And when you push, it's like, man, dang, I can really do it. I can really make it. You know,
Right.
it's crazy, bro. It's the faith, bro.
Amen, bro.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I lost count with all the questions. You still
Nah,
got time to answer one more.
yeah. Come on.
All right. He's gonna be able to answer
Got
some more
room. I got room for
questions.
one more.
Appreciate you.
Let's see. Yeah. Should musicians ask for pay? Should musicians ask for pay when asked to play somewhere? I mean, as a businessman, yes, you should. You know, we work for hire. Music is our job. Well, music is my job. That's the
Yes, sir.
only income I really have is music. There's nothing else that I really do to get paid for besides sound and producing. That all falls in my category of music. So yes, you should. Now, should every gig be paid? Maybe not. You have some friends who you do stuff for, It might be a free situation, or it might be a $50 situation. But yes, you should ask, what are you getting paid? Now, uh, it's how you ask them about the bread. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't come off them the wrong way. You still have to be business minded, and you still have to be professional because you want people to receive you in the right manner. So, uh, yes. And to answer your question, you should ask them, how much are you getting paid? And if they get offended, I mean, there's nothing really you could do about it, because they should understand that this is your job. This is what you do. You're not doing this for a favor. Well, not all the time, but sometimes you are doing this for a favor. So if you are doing it for a favor, then don't ask. You know what I'm saying? But yes, you should ask for how much you're getting paid, and how is the business side of it, how is that going to be, which meaning the financial side, but how is that going to be, and you know all the extra stuff. But there are some times that I do gigs and they're for free. I might drive out of town for free. I might even pay for my plane ticket for free, just depending on the situation, and uh, what it is in that moment. But yeah, for the most part, this is our livelihood. This is what we do for a living. So I don't have a 9 to 5. Music is all I got. So if you hit me up, you gotta ask me for my price, or you gotta expect me to ask you what you know the
Right.
circumstances are, or the information on the budget and business side or whatever. My uncle, will you play for me for $50? Boy, please. But yeah.
Yes, sir. Man, I appreciate. I don't know. I don't know what's your time if you want to end it here. I mean,
Man, I'll do this. Is the last question. I'm gonna do one more.
all right.
One more
Last
question.
question, guys. You gonna wrap? You gonna
Last
wrap?
question. Uh, uh, um. Okay. How did you get to be a professional musician? Um. Honestly, I just sat under the right people. Um. Did my job, come on time to the small gigs, be on time, do what I'm supposed to do, learning my music, and that just started to go far when I started getting, you know, better in my craft, and I started connecting with the right people because my profile was good. That led me in other directions. So people talk by mouth. Um, so this guy knew this guy, and this guy knew this guy. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, Lacy, just an example. Lacy knew the music. He came on time. Hey, you should call him. I just used him for something last week. Word of mouth gets by fast. So I'll say,
Yes, sir.
just be on your P's and Q's. Make connections. Be a genuinely good guy. A genuine good guy. Genuinely. I'm trying to add extra letters to words. Be a genuine good guy, man, and be able to connect to other people because you never know who knows who. I never knew that me connecting with Titus would end up connecting me through GJ. Well, I met Titus and GJ at the same time, but me connecting with them will lead me to playing with Vashawn Mitchell, or me playing with Jonathan Nelson, or you know what I'm saying? Like you just never know, you know. So you just gotta be a genuine good guy and learn your music, be on time, and come smelling good for your gigs. So some guys be stinking. Uh, look
I hear
right
you.
on the gig. Dress for the gig, man. This is not no storefront Bible study. This is you know dress right. be on time, learn the music, and be able to relate to other guys and, you know, be a genuine good guy that people want to be around. Because when you go on tour, let's say if I go on tour for 5 months, I have to be with these guys for 5 months. So if they don't want to be around me because I'm a jerk, then I'm not going to be on that gig. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, you know, be a good guy, learn your music, be on time, and, you know, come right.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate giving those pointers, you know, taking the time and then giving those advices. That's a lot for a lot of musicians. We want to hear that, you know. We're like want to hear some of those guys, and you're a so humble musician, Lacy. I just want to let you know to take that time and like, hey, I want to be able to show. I want to be able to get some feedback, some you know, some experiences I have. And I know for me definitely, and I know for a lot of musicians here that are connected, man, we were able to hear you out, and we appreciate you so much, Lacy. You know I love you, bro.
Man, I love you too, man.
And it was a blessing having you here in the Musician Talk Show. I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining. Here's my brother Lacy Comer, America's favorite drummer, phenomenal and gifted musician. Brother Lacy Comer.
Bro. Thank you, man.
All right. God bless you.
All right, God bless you too, bro. All right.
All right, guys, that was it for the show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one for the Musician Talk Show on YouTube. We're on YouTube, on Instagram, on different platforms. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Hope you guys were blessed with this one. We did it for you guys. We did it for the fans. We did it for the musicians. We do it for our church musicians, for everybody. You know, we want to hear these guys, and I appreciate for the love and man support for Lacy Comer. God bless. Stay tuned.